YouTube. What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my videos. What's going on? Y'all miss me? I know it's been a long time since I did a video. I didn't even think I had subscribers still on here. But apparently, y'all still loyal subscribers, so I appreciate y'all. What's going on? Roundtable meeting in motion. What's going on? Let me see. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, I just been busy, man. I've been busy, you know, trying to so I thought I'd come on here and check in with y'all, make a video because I know I haven't done a video in a while. So, you know. So what's going on with y'all? Y'all been out there running them loads? Yeah, I haven't been running like I used to, I've been running loads here and there because I'm going back to school so I can finish up my degree. So that's what's going on with me. That's what's going on with me. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, man. That's how my rental properties. Real estate is peaceful right now. Real estate is peaceful. Everybody paying their rent. It's, the rent come on the first. I just checked my account. Just checked my account. Checked my account this morning, and all the rents are in. All the rents are in. I received Section 8 check yesterday. I gotta go and deposit that. So rental properties running good. Rental properties running good. I don't really spend that money. That money go right back in. That money go right into my Charles Schwab account. I buy Bitcoin. you know, I invest in Bitcoin and Dogecoin too. No, I don't mess with that crypto. I don't mess with that stuff. I mean, I do have a little bit of Dogecoin, but it ain't worth talking about. So I be talking to guys, they invest in crypto as if I be talking to guys, they acting like they got real money in it. I be talking to guys, it's like, man, you got $200-300 in crypto. Sit down, man. That ain't even worth talking about. That ain't no real money, man. It ain't life-changing money. It ain't. You can't go buy a truck with that. Tell me you got 25, 50,000, 100,000 in some crypto, then we can have a conversation, some real investing conversation. You up there with $200-300 in there. So, yeah, my real estate running smooth, no hiccups. Everything's quiet right now. Every blue moon, I get a call from a tenant. I get a call from a tenant complaining about something, but no big deal. I love real estate, man. You do the work one time and you get a check for the rest of your life. You know. But I'm just checking in with y'all, see what's going on. But hey, let me talk about, well, since I'm on here, let me talk about the stocks that I bought last year. Y'all can go back last year in my videos. You can go back in my videos and I told y'all to buy them stocks back when COVID hit last year. Remember when I told y'all? Remember? Remember when I told y'all to buy them stocks back when Corona hit? Y'all remember? Didn't I tell y'all to buy some? Y'all was hard headed. Y'all didn't buy none, did y'all? I know. But just about all the stocks Corona stocks that I bought, I pretty much tripled my money. It was, I wish I would have put more money in it. But you know, you gotta know how to manage your risk. You know, you gotta know how to manage your risk. So, somebody's sick. Somebody on the side of the road. Somebody was somebody was bent over on the side of the road. I guess they throwing up or something. But yeah, remember I told y'all about them COVID stocks? Y'all can go back on my videos when I told y'all. Y'all didn't do it, did you? I know. Y'all didn't do it. So I'm here to tell y'all I've tripled my money on all the stocks that I bought. The Carnival Cruise Line stocks, tripled my money. Triple. I think I bought just in Carnival stock. I think I bought like $2,000 worth of $2,000 worth of Carnival stock. That stock tripled. I made about 6,000 on them on Carnival. About 5,000 or 6,000. Alcoa Aluminum. Alcoa's up 5-6 fold. I forgot when I bought Alcoa Aluminum. Alcoa Aluminum was like $7-8 a share. It's at $40 a share right now. I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? That was one of my first stocks I told y'all to buy. Didn't I tell y'all? All you gotta do is look at the graph. Look at the chart. When you see a stable stock like that drop, that's a buy signal. Buy. Hurry up. Buy. You think an aluminum company gonna go out of business? Y'all funny. Oh man, aluminum company go out of business, right? So I bought a whole bunch of companies. I bought Pepsi. I bought Coca-Cola. I bought Wells Fargo. I bought Royal Caribbean. I bought a lot of stocks, man, and it was the easiest money I ever made. I told y'all. It was the 2008 crash all over again. I told y'all hard-headed. You bought at 8? Yeah, it's at $40 right now. I wish I would have bought more, but you never know, because if you would have lost on that deal, if I would have lost money, I wouldn't have been on this video. So you got to be careful. You got to manage your risk. So you got to put a certain amount in it to where you can just sleep at night. You can bet on it and not worry about it. Oh, $10,000. Oh, just bet on it and don't worry about it. Now, granted, 10 grand is a lot of money, but it's a certain level of risk that it's like, but then it's just like, okay, if I lose it, it was a risk worth taking. You know what I mean? Because $10,000 ain't all my money. You know what I mean? So, but 10,000 is 10,000. I mean, you know how many loads I had to run to make 10,000? Shoot. So, I told y'all. When I was done, so here's the deal. I had a whole bunch of stocks in there. By the time I was done, I sold all my stocks. I sold them all. I didn't sell them all, but I sold a bunch of them that I feel like it's unnecessary to hold because it don't make sense to hold them. Let me just go ahead and sell them. You ain't gonna make no more money out of them. The market is pretty much back where it was before COVID hit. So you're gonna make no more money. You're gonna make a couple dollars, but it ain't a bunch. So you basically cut your losses and just go ahead and just sell out and cash out and walk away with your gains. So by the time I was done, I was about $32,000 in that account. I forgot how much I put in. I think I put in about $8,000-9,000. I put in about $8,000 or $9,000, and that account made a tremendous amount of money. I told y'all. So the next time I tell y'all to do something, y'all gonna do it next time. For some people, that's a year's salary. Just moving some money from one account to another. That's all I did. Nothing sophisticated. I'm not a genius, I'm not a physicist. So you bought some Simon property? When you bought in at? Because I bought some Simon property when it was like $45 a share. Right now, I think they're at like $70, $80 a share. I got to check. So I know I doubled my money on Simon. I know I at least doubled. on Simon Properties. Simon Properties is a good buy and hold. You keep that forever. It's real estate. You keep it forever. Simon Properties gonna give you that lifetime income. It's just gonna keep giving you lifetime income. It's a money machine. It's just gonna spit out money. So you got Simon. Let me see what else. Dogecoin going to the moon. Dogecoin at 60 cent, 60 cent a share. You know. But, like I say, if you're going to buy some, you got to be reasonable. You got to use your common sense. You got to use your common sense when you buying Bitcoin. Because, I've been following people. They got all their money in Bitcoin. I done watched some people cash out 401ks to get into Bitcoin. I'm like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, that's stupid, man. That's just straight up stupid. That's just straight up stupid. Like, okay, say you gonna start a business, right? And you got $100,000. Does it make good business sense to go and drop all your whole $100,000 investment into this new business venture, and you don't know how it's going to turn out? At least do some research, do some market research on the new business venture, and so you can be comfortable. On how this new venture turns out. Just like buying a truck. Okay? So you're gonna go buy a truck. The truck $20,000. And all you got in the bank is $20,000. All the money in the world you got is $20,000. Does it make sense to go and pay cash for that one truck? Do it? No, it don't. It don't. Now, if you had 50,000, 40 or 50,000 in the bank, and you want to go buy a $20,000 truck, yeah, you put 20 to 30% of your equity investment into that business venture. You know what I mean? It's just common sense. You're not going to make it to old age making decisions like that. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it to a wealthy old man making those kind of decisions like that. And so I'm at the grocery store here. Find somewhere to park. Let me see. This person in 2 parking spots, man. Damn. Some people just stupid. Like, you didn't realize you taking up 2 parking spots? I mean, this person is like, man. But all y'all know this. Most of y'all that watch my videos, a lot of you guys have common sense. What I'm talking about isn't common sense. Maybe it is common sense. I don't know, but to me it's just common sense. You know, and this don't have nothing to do with Bitcoin. This is just making reasonable, sound decisions. You know, because you don't want to go and make an investment when when technically you have no idea what you're doing. I mean, maybe one or two of you guys that's watching me right now, maybe one or two of you guys know what you're doing and you know how to like do research on an investment, a thorough research on an investment and weigh the pros and cons, take your time before you invest in something. But 90% of y'all react off emotions. That's your typical person. You know, the average person doesn't use tools of the trade to make a business decision. They don't calculate something on a pen and pad and be like, okay, they don't calculate their gains and their losses up front. They just, do it. Oh, the price went up. Sell. Oh, the price went down. Buy. You know, like most people don't make calculated decisions like that. Like, think about it like this. You think if your average business in America operated like that, you think they'll be in business today if they just made emotional decisions like that? Your average business in America would just go out of business making decisions like that. Your average business in America makes 90%, 99% of the business out here make sound business decisions. They're calculated decisions. You know, those decisions are based off data and information from reports, incomes and earnings, past performance and whatnot, to give you an idea of what you can expect in the future. Okay, put it like this. This is for some of the ladies that's watching me. I think I have a few ladies that watch my videos. Okay, ladies, say you dating a guy. And you dating a guy. Say you dating a guy, right? Y'all been together 2-3 years. And you thinking about marrying this guy. Okay, this guy, since you met him, never could hold a job. Since you met this guy, he's a perpetual liar. He's always talk to other women while he's with you. I would say he's probably cheated on you. So you trying to tell me after 2-3 years, you considering marrying this guy, you thinking he gonna do any better? Hoping that he gonna treat you better. You get what I'm saying? So that's you got to use your common sense. And most people don't use their common sense. They go based off emotion. And so, you know, they buy the Bitcoin, they buy the Dogecoin, right? The stock, and they stare at it all day long. What that is you're not confident. You're not confident in your investment. A person that's confident in their investment will buy it and get off, right? Invest in the dollar, and y'all can just invest in Bitcoin or Dogecoin or the stock or what have you, or the business, and you're confident in that the company is going to perform and your earnings is going to be X, Y, and Z. Your expected earnings, your projected earnings is going to be X, Y, and Z. But a lot of you guys don't do that. And so if you guys did do that, then you would understand when I say go by the 1% rule. What's the 1% rule? Go by the 5% rule, the 3% rule. Okay? In real estate, there's the 1% rule. In real estate, you can size up a property by using the 1% rule. When you roll up on a property and just by how much cash you about to put on the property divided by the earnings of the property, if you make at least 1% on that property, it's a good deal. That's the 1% rule. And so if you have some principles and some guidelines to go by, then you can invest in the property and not worry about it because you know your system and strategy is sound, right? And so a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of you guys are natural born decision makers, and some of you guys are not natural born decision makers. And so a lot of you guys have to learn how to make good, sound, reasonable, calculated decisions. And so for some of you guys that are naturals, if you're 40 years old watching my videos and you're not where you want to be in your life, chances are you're not a good decision maker. However, if you're 30, 40 years old and you're watching my video and you can look back on your life and you can say, okay, in the last 10 years, I've made these decisions and they have put me here, and I've made my life, those decisions that I've done 10 years ago, 15 years ago, has made my life better because I made those decisions, then I would put you in that category as being somebody that's a good decision maker. You're a natural good decision maker. You don't need to watch my videos. You have a natural level of discernment when it comes to making decisions. Okay? Your natural senses go off. This don't make no sense. This is stupid. I shouldn't do this. Some people are natural, and some people are just not born with it. Some people are just not born with it. And you can tell because when you roll up on somebody and you look at their life and it's trash, you look at their life as complete trash. They need a book on learning how to make proper decisions, having a certain level of discernment, reading Robert Kiyosaki, reading the Simple Path to Wealth, reading Dave Ramsey. There's an underlying message in all of those books. You know, it don't talk about it directly, but there's an underlying message. Making good decisions, taking your time, being patient. Okay? And so if I tell some of you guys in 20, 30 years, if you invest in VTSAX, Vanguard, Total Markets Index Fund, and just put 15% of your income into that account for 20, 30 years, you're going to have $1 million. Some of you guys will understand that and some of you guys wouldn't, because your emotions will get involved and you're not patient enough, and you can't see the forest through the trees. You can't see the forest through the trees. When you walk up on an old person that's 60, 65, 70 years old, and they got 1.2 million in the bank in their retirement account, they don't need a job, and they receiving income off that pension plan or off that 401k that they've been saving up for the last 30 years, and it's invested in the stock market. If you look at that account, if you talk to that person and you sit there and talk to them and you like, damn, how did they do that? And then they tell you, do this right here, put your money in VTSAX, put 15% of your money in VTXAX for the next 30 years. That's what I did. They didn't do nothing else. They didn't do nothing else. That's all they did. They didn't invest in Bitcoin. They didn't invest in some high leverage. They didn't invest in some rapidly growing investment. They invested in a plain Jane, slow moving, ultra conservative investment. Goddamn index fund that anybody can buy in. It costs $1 to get in it. Yep, $1. You put 15% of your money in the doggone thing and just let it sit there. Go on with your life. Every week you get paid, put the money in there. Just live your life. Go to the grocery store, go to the movies, get in relationships, buy a house, have babies. Go through your life as if just forget about it. When you get to 60, 65, you're going to have 1.2 million in there. You're going to have 2.5 million in there, depending on how much you're putting in there. Because the natural performance of the American stock market, the world global stock market, grows at 11.2, 11.3%. And a lot of you guys trying to play this Bitcoin, Dogecoin game, y'all trying to beat that. You're not going to beat those returns. You're not smarter than the stock market, okay? You got financial institutions that's got high-powered trading algorithms, high-powered trading bots that search the internet, that trade 1,000 times a second. That's thousands of millions of times smarter than you. You're not gonna beat that. You're not gonna beat it. You think Fidelity, you think you're gonna beat Fidelity Investments? You think you're gonna beat BlackRock? You think you're gonna beat Vanguard? You really think you're going to out trade some of the biggest financial institutions? You got, listen to me. Some of these hedge funds, most of these hedge funds, they recruit from MIT. They recruit some of the smartest, brightest mathematicians, engineers from MIT. They're not going to tell you that. But some of these financial firms, the Vanguards, the Schwabs, the IRS, all the big financial institutions in the world, they pull from the smartest, high-performing education institutions in the world. MIT, Harvard, Wharton Business School, Caltech. I can't think of the schools. So a lot of these schools are research schools. And in their math, science, and engineering departments, in their financial and business departments, these guys have PhDs, double, triple PhDs in mathematics and physics. They build mathematical models that can predict the stock market. These guys are earning, it's only like 3 or 4 people in the whole world that build mathematical models that's earning 20 to 30%. Now, Warren Buffett is an exception. He's a natural. Y'all can do research on it. Warren Buffett is a natural stock picker. He was just one exception that was just, he's exception to the rule. He's a phenomenon out of like 100 years. He's a 100-year phenomenon. Don't count Warren Buffett because it's not common. 80% of people who day trade, people who flip stocks, people who watch the stock market, that kind of junk, 80% of those people lose money. And then out of the other 20%, only a small group of them people actually make 2 and 3% on their return. You think you making money, but you ain't making no money. Okay? You're not making no money, man. If you look back over a 10-year period of you day trading, right? You day trading, you watching the graph. Okay, say you made 10,000 and then you went back in
you did some more investing, and then you lost 15,000. That means you got to work three times as harder to make your money back, because to win back negative 15,000, you got to make the 15,000 back plus another 15,000 plus another 15,000. You got to work 3 times as hard to make your money back. So y'all trying to tell me, you guys that's watching my videos, y'all so smart, y'all with double, triple PhDs in mathematics, building mathematical models going back 50 years of the stock market, 60 years of data. So y'all can predict the trends of the stock market? Right. And see, when you start using that common sense, it's like, nah, you shouldn't be doing that. If you find an index fund for the last 30 years that's been earning 10, 11%, you should get into that one, because it's telling you what it's going to give you. You find an index fund, VTSAX. You look at VTSAX over the last 30 years. The inception of that fund is like 1990, I think. I think it's 1990, 1991 or something like that. Since inception, the average rate of return for the last 30 years, 9, 10%. Guaranteed over the last 30 years, you can pretty much put your life on that account is going to make you at least 8, 9%. I'm not talking about how much it made last year when Corona hit. I don't care how much it made the year before that. I want to know how much it made for the last 30 years so I can feel comfortable when I put my money in here. It's guaranteed. I want blue chip guaranteed, high level. I don't want I don't want to be playing games. This is my money. I work too hard for it. And so I try to talk that, I try to speak that common sense with y'all, and like, y'all just don't even. I get guys I get guys emailing me. I get guys in my YouTube videos. It was one guy, I was going back and forth with him for months. We was going back and forth for months over this Bitcoin stuff. We was going back and forth for months. Talking about Bitcoin. And he was trying to rationalize, investing in Bitcoin. Talking about, man, you wish you invested in some Bitcoin, didn't you? I'm gonna be honest. Deep down in my heart, I wish I would have invested in some Bitcoin. However, I'm glad I didn't, because all that's gonna do is just gonna spiral in a certain type of behavior. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, because it ain't about the Bitcoin. It's behavior. It's behavior. It's the same behavior that a drug addict experiences. It's the same type of behavior an alcoholic experiences. It's the same type of behavior that somebody who's addicted to something, it gets out of control. And when we're talking about money, you don't want to be addicted to that type of behavior if you want to be successful with money. I don't want to be addicted to gambling. I don't want to do that. I want to make calculated, educated, sound, reasonable decisions. That's what I'm talking about here. And so if that means looking at a bunch of data and saying, okay, 20 years of data, this investment did this, and this. I can say, okay, within 90% certainty, I can say this investment is going to give me this kind of return. I'm cool with that. I know what I'm going to get. Okay? I can sleep at night. But y'all messing with Bitcoin, you don't know what you going to get. Y'all really don't know what you're gonna get. Don't sit here and act like, oh, it's going up. Yeah, but soon as the damn thing ticker down just a little bit, you get nervous. You get what I'm saying? Dogecoin go up. Dogecoin at 50 cents a share right now. Soon as it go down to 45 cents a share, y'all get nervous. Oh shit, it went down 5 cents. Man, come on, man. Your body temperature go up 2 or 3 degrees throughout the day, man. Like, that's a natural, a natural thing that stocks do. Stocks go up a little bit and go down a little bit. Come on now. And so, just like you sitting, breathing, breathing and stuff, like, it's just natural occurrences. And so, but so that's the common sense. Bass Finder said, I have 2,000 shares in Dodge. And see, here's the deal. Like, people buying all these shares in Dogecoin, and it makes them feel like they got a lot of something when the damn thing only 50 cents a share. So if you got 2,000 shares in Dogecoin, that means you only put $1,000 in it. Well, right now anyway. If you bought it at 20 cents a share, that means you might have made $1,000. Because it's at 50 cents a share right now. So if you bought it at $25, 25 cents a share, it goes up 25 cents. That means you doubled your money. Look. And see, here's the deal. And like, the thing is, like, for a lot of y'all, is y'all know this shit is gambling. Y'all know it is. Because none of y'all are making the calculated decisions the way that y'all need to get into these investments. Come on now. You download the Robinhood app and you buy the doggone thing. And you sit up there and watch it all day long, refreshing the screen, refreshing it. You refreshing it. Man, stop. You might as well just go on down to casino, man. Stop. You're not an engineer. You're not a financial analyst. You're not a mathematician. Okay? You're not a physicist. And so you didn't go through and look at all the data and make a calculated decision. Nah. You just, I got some Dogecoin. I got 5,000 shares of Dogecoin. Come on, man. Stop it. It's not even a real doggone investment, to tell you the truth. It's not, to be honest. Real investments give you a rate of return, a dividend. That's what real investments do. So, for example, you buy a rental property for $40,000. Well, you buy a rental property for $40,000 and you put it up for rent and you make $1,000 a month in rent. That's a rate of return every year. Plus you get appreciation. And so that's what real investments do. They give a rate of return. They give cash in your pocket. You buy a truck for $20,000, you run the truck and make $150,000 with the truck. That's an investment. And so, Bitcoin, gold, things like that, they're not real investments. Bitcoin, gold, art, those are not investments. Like, I know we want to consider them as investments. They're not, by definition, real investments. They're not. Because things like art, baseball cards, you have to, it takes a certain level of, there's an inherent value attached to it. So it's all based on like whether somebody want it or not. An antique car, uh, an antique, antiques and stuff like that. Vases and playing cards, stamps, stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. So investing in stamps, that's not an investment. Because you can buy stamps and let it sit there. It ain't gonna pay you nothing every month. You invest in a business, it's gonna pay you a check every month, every quarter, based on the earnings of the business, the money that you invested in this business. The business is gonna yield you a certain level of rate of return, and you're gonna have equity. You're gonna have a stake in that business. That's a real investment. That's what investments do for you. And so, but that's getting into the technical definition of investments. But, guys are buying Bitcoin and Dogecoin, and it goes up, and then they sell it, and they make a spread on it. So, I guess I call it flipping. It's more on the lines of flipping or speculating. It's not investing. Typically investments you don't have to watch over them as much. Okay? So like your typical investment, like a rental property, a truck, a business, you put the money in it and you walk away and you come back later and either you made money or lost money. And that's your typical, equity stake business investment kind of situation. But hey, but do I have some Dogecoin? Yeah, I got like $100 in Dogecoin. Oh man, I got $100 in Dogecoin. I'm no fool, man. I'm not gonna put half my wealth into some junk I don't know. That's just stupid. I sure buy some real estate. I was sure buy some real estate. Real estate's got a lot going for it. But the thing is, real estate, you got to do a lot of work with real estate. And a lot of people don't want to do the work for real estate. You got to put up with tenants. It's a tangible asset. You gotta nurture it. You gotta take care of it. You gotta paint it. You gotta rehab it. Real estate, it's a lot to it, but it's a lot to be said about real estate because it's tangible. It's real. You can insure your investment. What investment on planet Earth that that you can insure it? You can insure a business. You can insure a truck. You can't get no insurance policy on no Bitcoin or no Dogecoin. I'm just saying. And so if you lose, if something happens in that business, you can get an insurance claim. So here's the deal. If one of my tenants just set one of my properties on fire, I sleep good at night. All I gotta do is do an insurance claim, get a check for the full value of the property. I can take that money and go buy another property. See what I'm saying? And so, when your investment is backed by the strength of information and data, you can sleep good at night. You don't worry about it. So that's what I'm talking about. Dirty Broke said he took L's trying to day trade. Yeah, there are people out there that make some money day trading, okay? But the thing is, you got to be careful watching these people, following these people on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, because they don't tell the truth. There's always this little bit of ambiguity in the conversation. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, a lot of these guys, they are trying to sell you a course so they can teach you how to day trade. And that's how they make their money. Can you make $200 or $300 a day trading? Yeah. But that's about it. That's about it. That's just about it. $200 or $300 a day trading. That's about it. But the industry is gonna make you think that you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars day trading. Yeah. 1 week. But you're not gonna be able to make that every week for the next. It's not something you can have a career in. Day trading. You can't just sit at the house and just have a day trading career sitting at the house. You gotta be the exception to the rule. You gotta live and breathe the stock market. And then when I say that, you gotta live and breathe the stock market 24 hours a day. There's guys out there, they're gonna make you believe, man, they didn't never lose no money. They don't never lose money. Don't believe that, because in order for them to make the money that they're making, they have to lose a ton. They have to lose a ton. And so you gotta be careful with these guys, because they trying to sell your damn course. That's all they're trying to do, sell your damn course. And that's how they're making their money. They're selling the courses. And once they got you on the hook for about a year, it's too late, because you stuck on stupid thinking that you're going to make 6 figures for the rest of your life day trading. It's only a handful of guys in history that continuously has a track record over a long period of time of, like, quote unquote day trading and making a successful living on it. I'm talking about over a long period of time and calling it a career. It's only a handful of guys. Handful of them. There's only a handful of guys. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's not something that, you know, I mean, you got to set your expectations up. And people got their expectations thinking that they're going to turn $1,000 into millions. Nah. Your average rate of return on the stock market is 10%. And so if you can use that as a benchmark, then you good. So if you got 100,000, don't expect to make no more than 10. That's a reasonable expectation to go into it, So that way, you don't make these stupid decisions. You don't make these anxious, knee-jerk decisions trying to make 50, 60, 1,500% on your money thinking that happens every day. There are people out here that's made 1,500% on Bitcoin. They invested $2,000. They made $150,000 on Bitcoin. That's a fluke, man. That don't happen every day. Come on now. You know that don't happen every day. Come on now. If you made $150,000 on a $2,000 investment buying Bitcoin, you need to get the hell out of it. And the thing is, all the people that tell you that made that much money, they're not going to tell you how much they lost. So net gains would be like $10, because they ain't going to tell you that they actually lost a couple years prior 100,000. And so the 150,000 that they made, that's just the money that they made back. They just made back their losses. They're not going to tell you that. Nope. So anytime I hear somebody say that shit, it's like, I'm like, yeah. I'm always I always got the side eye because you're not telling all the story here. You know, your ass just jumped up off the street and just came in here and nah, you lost a whole bunch of money before you got there. So net gains is like $5. They ain't gonna tell you they lost 150,000 2-3 years ago in Bitcoin, and so the 150,000 that they're making now is they're breaking even. They're not gonna tell you that, and so that's the issue that happens in the trading world. We gotta look at the whole picture. Net gains, gains net, in accounting speak, gains net. Either you're gonna have a net loss or a net gain. So we gotta look at the whole picture, calculate the whole thing, everything included. We gotta factor in all the losses, all our expenses, so we can figure out what our net losses and net gains are. And so that's just what that is. But I think I gave y'all a good video today, running my mouth. And I gave y'all a good hour on here. Y'all know how I feel. Y'all been watching my videos, man. Nobody's saying you can't invest, but do reasonable investments. Reasonable. If you got $25,000 and you want to invest in some Dogecoin or Bitcoin, take about 5% of that and put it in there. Don't put all of it in there. Don't be a fool. Spread your money out across a whole bunch of different investments. You got 25,000? Okay. Put 2 or 3,000 in Dogecoin or Bitcoin. And have a level of confidence that, okay, if I lose that money, you ain't gonna sweat it. But if you do make some money, you're gonna walk away with the gains. And that's how you do the business deal. Most investors out here don't make business decisions like that. You know, all the big boy investors, they make calculated investments. They look at the spreadsheet. They look at the balance sheet. They look at the income statement, and they make a business decision on whether this business is going to be successful and whether they're going to get their rate of return back. It's not luck, man. It has nothing to do with luck. It's making calculated decisions. That's just all it is. If you're intelligent enough to learn how to make those calculated decisions, then you'll be better off. And so that's where the Warren Buffetts of the world, and I can't think of Peter Lynch. Peter Lynch is another natural investor. You know, Peter Lynch. Y'all check him out. He's got a couple books on showing you how to invest. He's a basic, plain spoken word guy. He don't talk in a whole bunch of high level business, scientific jargon. Like, I got a couple of his audio books. One of his books is called Beat the Street. He talks about, in that audio book, he talks about just easy ways to invest. It's common sense. Peter Lynch. Real smart guy. Real smart guy. But hey, I'm gonna get off of here, and I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.